join will get the personal card. So greetings. I am Nahkila Isha of Ashworth Life Sculpting. I am a divine interpreter, interpreting messages and methods from the divine to empower you to create and live an abundant life. So welcome, welcome, welcome to our Wednesday Live and Power Hour. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Dinelle. Welcome. You're the first one on. Hi, Spiritual. Welcome. So let's see. I am going to pull your card, Dinelle, since you were the first one on. So let me just check in to see what deck to use. I was just told to use the energy deck. And someone else just joined us. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, okay. This one just flipped on out. And it's the victory card. And also 28 equals 10, which means new beginnings. I just heard victory is yours. You will overcome all that has held you back. There's nothing standing in your way. You've revved those engines, and now it's go time. Move forward with confidence and surety to create your desired outcome. See it as you perceive it in your soul. Literally spend more time visualizing and practicing the law of attraction. Seeing and feeling yourself as a magnet, drawing in all that you're choosing to create. It's good that you're embracing your purpose, your calling, and exploring on a deeper level what you're here to do. Continue on this path and you will be victorious. Okay, thank you. So congratulations, Dinelle. That's a really, really amazing message. That's awesome. So happy for you. Let's see who else has joined us. Hey, Ruby. Hi, Alata. How are you? Oh. Hey, Naya. Welcome. Hey, Javi. Welcome. Welcome. You're so welcome, Dinelle. So Dinelle was the first person on, so I drew a card. Whoever joins us on YouTube first on Wednesdays gets a personal card. So I'm just going to give us a few more minutes to allow others to join, and then what we'll do is get started on our breathing. This incense smells so good. I'm like, and part of my nose is still kind of stuffy, but I'm just inhaling it. Oh my goodness. It's called Clarity. And I got it from a local crystal shop. Oh goodness, what's the name of that crystal shop? Crescent Moon. I got it from Crescent Moon. Now, I don't typically shop there because they tend to be kind of expensive. But I was at Quickie 2 and decided to stop in and, got a few things, and this was one of them. So, oh my goodness. They don't even make the packs. Like, they only sell them in singles, but they smell so good. I'm just like, just inhale it all day. But how are you guys feeling today? How's everyone feeling? Let's see what's going on over on Facebook. Hi, Tamika. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. I don't know if you ladies have access to YouTube, but I'm going to share the link with you so you can join us over there. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Let's see. Okay. That is the link for YouTube. So if you can join us there, please go ahead and head over there and join us. While we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and get started with our breathing. So you're tired, Javi? I know you stay up super late, and during our REM group session, you were giving readings and you told my mom to get more rest. And here you are up until 200,000 a.m. every morning. When Spirit gives us those messages for others, oftentimes they're messages for us too. We are one, my brother. Get some rest. But I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you showed up. So let's go ahead and get started with our breathing. So those of you that have joined us before, you know the routine. This is a great way to get yourself centered and balanced and just to slow things down a bit. But for those of you that are joining us for the first time, I'm going to be sending Reiki to your heart chakra and your solar plexus. But this energy is so intelligent. It is going to go wherever your soul, your spirit, or your body could use it. And so what you're going to do is inhale as slow and deep as possible through your nose. Feel yourself inhaling love and light. See yourself inhaling love and light. And then exhale slowly out through your mouth, releasing all that no longer serves you. Now, if you have something specific that you're working on releasing, then focus on that specific thing. If not, just make it general, all that no longer serves me. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. So inhale slow and deep through your nose. And exhale. Again, inhaling love and light. And releasing all that no longer serves you. And as you continue to inhale, just visualize your crown chakra located at the top of your head opening, allowing yourself to receive divine healing energy flowing in through your crown, traveling down to your third eye, expanding out through your ear chakras, down to your throat, down to your heart, down to your solar plexus and your sacral, down to your root, traveling down your thighs, your legs, your ankles, and into your feet, allowing yourself to feel your feet grow roots, feeling these roots penetrate the surface of wherever your feet are planted, traveling down to the core of the earth, connecting you to the heartbeat of Mother Earth, feeling that divine energy traveling back up, all the way up to your root, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye expanding out to your ear chakras, back up through your crown, allowing you to connect to the cosmos, connecting to source, and just allowing that energy to generate back and forth through your entire body, filling you with love and filling you with light, releasing all that's no longer serving you now. And I just call on highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters, guardians, grandmothers, grandfathers, and helpful companions. I thank you for this gift of service. I thank you for using me as a vessel of highest light and love. And I thank you for opening the minds and the spirits to those I'm called to serve today. May they receive all that serves their highest good. And so it is. So let's just take a few more breaths in through your nose. And release. Again, inhaling love and light. And release, feeling more grounded, more at peace now. Last time, inhale slow and deep, love and light. And release all that's no longer serving you. Okay, awesome. Hi, Bethany. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, wow. Wow, that's so awesome. Dinelle said my first meditation class is tomorrow, and Debbie is playing the bowl. So awesome. So incredibly awesome. I'm excited for you. Good morning. Good morning. So let's see what's going on over there on Facebook, and then we are going to get started. All right. Hi, Esther. Hi, Chris. Hi, Niet. Welcome. I'm leaving the link for YouTube. If you can, please join us over there. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. So, I was just told to start with the energy deck. Has anything been going on with you guys over the past week that you'd like to share? Anything that's been going on, whether it's something positive? Okay. Or something that you feel that you've been struggling with a bit. All right, these cards just all fell and Bethany says she moved into her mom's and left an abusive place. That is so good. It's so good. And the reason why it's good is because you have shed that skin of what no longer serves you and you're moving into that next phase. And most people, when things have run its course, so many of us, we stay. I have been guilty of that on more than one occasion. We stay, we fight, we push, we pull. And in the end, it ends up, where we've just delayed the next step. So the fact that you have the strength and the courage to recognize this was not healthy, it was not serving you, is so amazing. And I'm so excited to see what blessings are going to come as a result of you being fearless and moving into the next phase. Now, as far as, the pain associated with it, I'm holding space for you. Just make sure you meditate, make sure you're connecting to your spirit team and really just relying on them for support as well. And then you have our entire tribe. So you are not alone. We are here with you, but I'm so incredibly proud of you. So thank you for sharing that. Naya said, yes, but it's negative. Well, there's really no negative experiences. You remember, we're always either in lesson or blessing phase. So if we perceive it to be negative, then that's how it's going to affect our lives. But if you look at it as, yes, but it's a lesson, then it helps you get out of it quicker and it helps your vibration stay elevated. So it doesn't have to always be positive. Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes there's thunderstorms and mud, so hi, my beautiful aunt. Thank you so much for joining us today. Javi said, I've been semi-aggressive lately and I'm wondering what's going on. Okay, Javi, as I was connecting, what was coming through was you're transitioning into who you are as a spiritual being. And what I was saying, I don't know if you've ever seen, I don't know if it's a TV show, but when a person's face, it's like doing this and it's like switching channels. And so as you're switching channels, it's like all these old patterns pop up, right? That's how it's coming through. It's like you're shifting. And so as you're shifting, old patterns are coming up. And so you are being mindful of it, which is good. I just heard, but just don't allow it to take over. Acknowledge it, get in touch with why it's happening. Your hormones are shifting is also what I heard. So this is where it's really important for you to really have isolated self-care time where you're buckling down with your meditation, you're buckling down with your healing, you're buckling down with I'm hearing allowing yourself to grow and transfer from one state to the next without judgment of self. And also understand that people are coming into your life as tests, situations too. So just allow yourself to be. Go back into love and light as you explore where the aggression is coming from. I just heard it's really just a switching of channels. I love you too, Bethany. You're so welcome. Thank you. Let's see. Spiritual said, Bowtie Psychic, love your name, by the way. Let's see. Dynell said, I got you, Beth. Javi said, the flip side is that I'm now an online psychic am writing more. Well, that's good because your writing is therapeutic. Oh, wait, online? Are you talking about the phone? Did you get the okay for all of that? Or do you mean online, like, doing the videos and stuff? Either way, it's all good. But I like to celebrate if you got the job. I'm celebrating anyway. It's all good. Alatha said, I shared something. It was long. Not sure if it was posted. I didn't see, but let me go back and see. I may have missed it. No, Alatha, it didn't show. So maybe post it again. Javi said, thanks. It's the name of my YouTube channel and podcast. Yes, if you have not subscribed to Javi's channel, The Bowtie Psychic, please do. And his blog, very, very awesome. Okay, let's see. My aunt said, I have been giving of myself all my life. Now I'm learning to be there for myself. I'm so happy because my mom and I, we were talking the other day, and just out of nowhere, something came through, and I know she shared it with you, and it was just so out of nowhere. And it's like when we had that reading, like Spirit was saying, start taking care of you, start caring for you. And the other day that literally came through, that you weren't going to live very long if you didn't. And, I'm not sad to hear that because it also came through that you can change it. You can change that outcome by simply taking care of you, putting you first. You have been giving your entire life, always putting others first, whether you feel bad, whether it's a physical feeling of feeling bad or an emotional feeling or a spiritual feeling, you keep going. And you have to learn how to just say no to others and yes to you. So I'm so glad that you're doing that because we'd like to have you around for a long time. The family just would not be the same. So I'm really, truly grateful that you're doing that. And my mom and I both are going to be checking up. I may not check up directly, but I'm going to be checking up through her and be like, Mom, how's my aunt doing? So let's see. Alatha said, good job, Javi. Awesome. I'm proud of you, Beth. That's what Alatha said. Spiritual said, I'm reading a lot of things and stepping more into who I am with no shame or guilt anymore. So good. So good. Alatha said, I love it, Melinda. You're on your way. I love all the support. And this is what this community was built for the support. We cannot do this alone. We just can't. So literally when you're going through something, don't feel like you can't share in the group. That's what we're here for. That's why the group settings are the way they are, because, it's not public. It's only open to those that are in our group. It's a place for you. If you're going through something, come and post, talk to us. Let us hold space for you. Let us encourage you. Let us carry you when your legs are too weak to carry yourself. That's what this is for. Spiritual said, I'll subscribe. Bowtie Psychic. Awesome. Javi said, thank you. Javi said, I'm working for Know Your Psychic right now. The orientation is today. So awesome. Congratulations, Javi. Congratulations. Ruby said, Miss Melinda, that has been me. It has been a work in process, but it gets easier. Danielle said, I'm struggling with my relationship. My guy is so low and he won't see all the good in his life. He is unable to be a support for me. I have been spending more time with my tribe. He is resentful. Okay, so there were two things that came up. And I'm not going to give them to you in the order they came in. I'm going to give you the positive suggestion first, and then I'm going to give you the other positive suggestion second. So number one is invite him to join your soul tribe. Invite him to be, invite him to be on live with us here. Invite him to Spiritual Happy Hour. Invite him to your circle, and see what he does with that, so that he feels included. The other thing that came through is when we begin to elevate, sometimes the person that we started with, and it's not just significant others, sometimes it's friends, it's family. Sometimes they don't follow us into that next phase of our ascension. And that's just the reality. So this is a part of being in flow. You know, they have the option to grow with us. This is what happened with me in my marriage, my second marriage. He did not grow with me. So I outgrew him. That outfit no longer fit. It was tight until it busted at the seams, you know, and it felt so much more comfortable to run around naked. You know what I mean? And so sometimes that's the reality. So see, you know, if he's willing to be a part of what you're building, be a part of your growth. And if not, then you just continue to do you and continue to love him as you do and allow spirit to guide you on what's next. Pay attention to your soul and what you're feeling, and you will know what to do. I'm going to be praying for you and sending you and your relationship light and love. Ruby said, I'm choosing. Hey, Quita, hey. Ruby said, I'm choosing to be more consistent in my self-love and development. Yes, so important. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. I cannot stress it more. It's key because every time we fall off, we fall down. And every time we fall down, we have to use that energy to get back up. And when we get up, we're below where we were. So it's like a tug of war. You know, the more we're consistent and we keep going, then we're building that connection, we're building that bridge, and we're building the life that we deserve. Let's see. Alata said, I had a dream night before last. A girl I used to be friends with years ago was trash talking about me to others. And what I just heard was that dream represents a fear of judgment. But for you to still stand firm on your path, for you to still allow yourself to be guided and to do what you know you came here to do. Making sure you're finding that balance between being busy with work and children to take the time for you to continue to develop your spiritual self. Hi, Liz. Welcome. It's been a long time. Welcome back. Spiritual said, oh, Dynell, sending a ton of love and light to you. Melinda, my aunt, said, the doctor's coming in now. Have to go. I'll be talking to everyone soon. Love you, and thank you for getting on. Javi said, thank you, Naya. Alata said, she said, I was flashing money, yelling, it's my birthday, 999. I said, I did not, and my birthday is 11/28. Okay, so first of all, look up the numbers 999, and also what this is representing is, you know, a lot of us say we like to be financially abundant, right? But we also carry this unconscious belief that we're not worthy of abundance, or we don't deserve abundance, or for whatever reason, we've taken vows of poverty. So there's a few things coming through in that dream. One is that fear of judgment, releasing that. The girlfriend talking about you, that's what that represents. The 999 is an indication for you to look up those numbers, and the flashing money as it being a negative thing is a call for you to sever any vows of poverty that you may have made in any lifetime, including this one. So do those things and just release it. Just release it. Spirit was talking to you in your dreams to show you areas that, you know, would serve you to heal, to release. Bethany said, we are raising one another high enough for all love and light to find us. We are moving to higher ground and have a better vantage point. I got you too, Dynell. So true. So true. Quita said, universal. Yes, yes, yes. Alatha said, I have never been seen that number. So I looked it up. I was like, wow, ever since I've been in sync. Awesome. So good. You already looked it up. Good, good. Ruby said, Alatha, look up 999 and your birth month and day adds up to 3. Look that up too. Spiritual said, I agree, Bethany. Dynell said, hi, Quita. Quita said, it don't matter what they call you. What matters is what you answer to, period. So true. Dynell said, thank you, Bethany and Spiritual. Alatha said, I'm so proud and happy for you, Ruby. You choose you. Yes, I am too. And Ruby, we are all going to hold space. If everyone can send Ruby some positive vibration and prayers, Ruby is waiting on feedback to get a job, an amazing job. So if we can all hold space for her and send her positive energy of abundance, growth, and doors opening, that will be so amazing. And Ruby, I would like for you to start listening to the chant for Ganesh. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Listening to that when you're showering would be good, so that you can remove any blocks, obstacles, or evil that may be in your path, keeping you from what serves your highest good. And also connect with the energy of Lakshmi, just to create that abundance, that prosperity in your life. Bethany said, taking my kiddos to lunch for his birthday before work. Thank you, my sweet sisters and brothers. I love you all so much. See you next week. I love you too, Bethany. And if you get an opportunity, watch the replay, because I'm going to tell you guys the messages from Spirit through the cards. Hi, my beautiful aunt. My Aunt Mary is on. She said, hey, my beautiful niece, it's my birthday. And my birthday is 9/19. And that actually equals 10, which represents new beginnings. New beginnings. Ruby said, Dynel, it's not so much he can't or won't. Something is blocking your guys, so he is not accepting the good within himself. Quita said, Ruby, I didn't forget about you. I forgot to respond, though. Call me when you get a moment. I love you. Ruby said, thank you. I certainly will. She said, thank you, Alatha. And Spiritual said, love you all. I have to go. See you all later. Thanks so much, my beautiful sister Nahkila. You're so welcome. When you get an opportunity, watch the replay so that you can get the messages that Spirit had today. Okay. Thank you all so much for sharing and holding space for one another. I appreciate it so much. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you the cards. The first card we got is strategy. Strategy. And here's that number 3 again. I'm hearing it's time for you to begin strategizing with your angels. It's time for you to begin asking for help and guidance. Opening your heart and your soul to receive, and then shutting down your mind. Your mind is the thing that hinders you and stops you from moving forward. Your angels are on standby waiting for your call. If you ask to be shown what's next and what serves your highest good, you will be. But when you ask, you have to be courageous enough and brave enough to get out of your own way. Your mind is the place that creates lack, fear, doubt. Your mind is also the place that fosters self-sabotage. So if you can allow yourself to be guided by your soul, by your spirit, by your guides, you will walk into abundance in all areas of your life. Is there anything else for this card? Are you saying hi, Nesh? So the next card we got is the Temple Path. And here's that 3 again. We are getting 3 after 3. So the Temple Path, what's the message for this? I just heard the Temple Path speaks about being true to yourself. It talks about keeping your house clean, this physical house. It talks about being gentle. It talks about allowing your light to shine. And it talks about building your dream home. And this is all metaphorically speaking, building your dream home. What would your dream home look like? You know, what would you be if you were a contractor and you could just say, okay, this is like this is like that. We're going to put this over here. How would you do that with self? How would your life be if you had all the resources in the world to build your dream home? Because you do. You do. Spirit is the contractor. Spirit is the carpenter, the architect, and you are the designer. You get to choose what the rooms look like. You get to choose the colors, the layout, how many stairs you have. You get to choose what this temple is. So it's time for you to begin illuminating light from the inside out, opening the doors and the windows of your soul and allowing the light in and allowing it to flow out. Okay, thank you. I was told to also read from the book for that one. Okay. Spiritual purpose and support. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you're on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. This card, upright, is here to tell you that what you're going through now is all a part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction. And the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spirit world, your family members and friends, angels and guides, all the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful life expanding time. So keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways and connecting with spirit and your higher self. You have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. So the affirmation is, because I skipped the next page because if it was upside down, which it wasn't. So the affirmation is, I open my heart to my spiritual truth and a deeper connection with spirit. Guidance and inspiration come freely and easily to me. So I'm going to say this again because this is something for us all to say to ourselves every day. I open my heart to my spiritual truth and a deeper connection with spirit. Guidance and inspiration come freely and easily to me. And so it is. Okay. My nose is doing weird things. I'm overcoming this bug. Feels like I have to sneeze. Quita said, wow, thank you for this. Alatha said, Ruby just told me to look up the number 3. Ruby, how'd you get 3 from my birthday, 11/28? Okay, so the next card we have is the Magician. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Okay, so this has been the ongoing theme every week. Like Spirit has been letting you know that you have the ability to create your reality. You have the ability to create your own reality. So if there's something that is going on in your life that's out of flow with what you're choosing, it's time for you to buckle down and begin accessing that magic within. It's time for you to begin connecting. It's time for you to release. You know, it's so important to release the things that keep you disconnected from your magic so that you can create with your divine guides, so that you can be in your power and enjoy this life as you spread love and light to the world. Life is not meant to be struggled through. It's meant to be lived. It's meant to be enjoyed. I'm hearing you are definitely in control, no matter what the outcome, whether the outcome is one that feels good or doesn't feel good. You're in control and you're creating it. You're creating it. You're creating it with your actions, your words, your thoughts, your beliefs. You're creating it with the energy that you allow into your inner circle. You're creating it with the people that you choose to be around. You're creating it when you choose to either listen to your guides or not. Everything is all about your choices. And if you say, I am abundant in all areas of my life and truly believe it, and then you take those action steps that Spirit gives you to be abundant in all areas of your life, you will be. Now, you can say it and you can believe it, but then when Spirit guides you and you say, but that's not how I was hoping this was going to go, or no, I think this way is better. Well, then guess what? You're blocking yourself from being able to create that abundance. If you say, I am so grateful for this amazing job that I have manifested, and then Spirit tells you, do XYZ to have this job, and you remix it, well, guess what? It doesn't matter if you believe it, speak it, or even take action if the action isn't the action that Spirit guides you to take. So everything must be in alignment in order for you to make your reality magical, in order for you to create it. Let's see what you guys are saying here on Facebook. Niet said, I've been guided to use my natural talents to increase prosperity. Good, good. So working new ideas to move forward. That's so awesome. Hey, Gloria, welcome. So we're going to hold space for you. Let's hold space for Niet and what she's choosing to create. Let's hold space for her. Let's hold space for her. Niet, there's so much talent that you possess. Everything from, the boss group that you have. If you guys aren't a part of her group, please join it. Amazing group, very positive, supportive women. The modeling, I just saw you the other day performing. I mean, just so much talent. And I literally see this huge and amazing brand, So just stick to it. Continue to work on your spiritual health. Continue to work on your releasing of traumas that hinder you, and continue to allow yourself to be guided, and things will flow and fall into place. Okay, so the next card we got is choosing your path. All is possible. So again, you're being prompted to choose. You're being prompted to choose. Choose your path. Consciously choose your path. Because when you aren't consciously choosing, you're still choosing. But the only thing is, you're choosing to allow any and everything to take form and be your reality. But when you take those reins, and I don't know why Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer comes to mind, but Santa was driving that sleigh. When you take those reins and you're driving that sleigh to where you're choosing to go, life will just be sweet. It will be so sweet. Like, I can't stress enough how amazing life becomes when you release what's no longer serving you and you take your power back. Take your power back. And I just heard, how are you suffering in silence? That is for someone very specific. I don't know who it's for, but I just heard, how are you suffering in silence? You don't have to. Speaking about it is therapeutic, not only for you, but for others. So stop suffering in silence. In fact, stop looking at it as suffering. And look at it as the next step to be worked through. Choosing your path doesn't mean that it's always going to be a sunny day. Choosing your path means you recognizing what you're meant to get from each and every day. You can choose to look at the rain as something that makes you soggy and wet, or you can choose to look at the rain as something that waters your garden and allows you to grow. It's really about you, your perception. And I just heard, and how many of you are still not meditating every day? That's literally a small first step that makes all the difference, all the difference. So start there. I know there are some of you that will say, oh, I meditate most of the time, or oh, I skip a day. Make meditation a non-negotiable, because here's the thing, when you start seeking guidance from spirit, right? It's kind of like people that pray, sometimes you forget about praying until you're going through something. And then it's like, God, please, 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 sometimes it's like that when we're attempting to connect with spirit. We'll ask for guidance, but if we're not building that muscle to connect, then when it's time to say, okay, spirit, does this serve my highest good to move forward with? We're waiting for an answer that we have a difficult time receiving because we haven't flexed that muscle. We haven't worked that muscle out. So it's important for you to be meditating every day so that you're building that connection between you and the divine, so that you're able to see, hear, feel, or know which way to go. So start there every single day. Meditate 5 to 10 minutes. Set your alarm for 5 minutes earlier and then hit snooze and meditate. Or set it for 10 minutes earlier and then reset it for 10 minutes later and meditate before you even get out of the bed. It is so, so important. So let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Nikki. Nikki says set alarm several times a day for meditation, even if you have to skip one alarm because you're busy. You have another alarm to remind you to breathe and connect. Yes, thank you so much, Nikki. I often share this with you all when I got on my health journey for releasing weight. I don't know how many of you have seen the before and after pictures, but I'd say by now I've released about 80 pounds total. And for me, I was overweight because I didn't eat enough, aside from the emotional stuff, using food to numb, food was my drug of choice. I did not eat enough. So my body held on to every morsel of fat, right? So that's what I did. I set alarms so that I was reminded to eat every 2 to 3 hours. Started with every 3, because someone that's not used to eating. And then when that alarm would go off, I would eat and my body got trained. So if I wasn't eating 2 to 3 hours, I was hungry. And it's the same with meditating. If you take that advice that Nikki just gave and you set that alarm, eventually your soul is going to get used to it. It's going to get used to it. Now, I highly recommend the start of your day and the end of your day as non-negotiables for meditating. Start of your day is the number one non-negotiable. Now, if you're going throughout your day and you're feeling like you could use a boost and you don't have the time to meditate, you can simply take 5 slow, deep breaths, and that'll help ground you and center you. So it's all about you, taking care of you. Taking care of you. You can't thrive in an unhealthy environment. So your spirit has to be healthy in order for you to thrive, not just spiritually and emotionally, but also in this physical realm. So start there. You cannot expect greatness to manifest if you're not treating you like you deserve it. It just won't happen. It won't happen. Ruby said, thank you, Laura. That's a great idea. And Laura is Nikki, for those of you that aren't aware. So let's see. Ganesha's just chilling. You see that candle over there? What do you see, honey? I love when you see how he's looking around. Cats can see into the 7th dimension. So he sees the spirits in the room, and I love watching him watch them. Okay, just told to take the 2 that are in my hand, and these are the cards that we got. The first one is protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. And the second one is awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Okay, so what I just heard was part of taking back your power is cutting the cords, the energetic cords that connect you to those people and those experiences in your life that no longer serve you. Okay, say that again. I just heard cutting ties, disconnecting now. Disconnecting now. So in some of your quiet time, think of situations and people that have hurt you, that no longer serve you, and cut those energetic cords. You can simply say, I am choosing to cut all energetic cords to all experiences, all people, all places, and things that no longer serve my highest good. I am choosing to replace that energy with the energy of love and light and healing. And so it is. You can say whatever you're led to say, but make sure when you're cutting those cords, you're doing it in every dimension, every time, every space, every lifetime. And it's also time for you to amp up your protection. If you are not protecting every day, it's time for you to do so. Simply doing your auric field strengthening, seeing yourself encased in a reflective shield, a bubble, one that has like a mirror, a thin mirror on the outside, and declaring whatever comes to me that is not of highest light and love, may it return to cinder or wherever it's meant to go for cleansing 3 times, ending that with, and so it is. It's time for you to protect yourself because your light attracts lots of energy, all sorts of energy. And I'm hearing Quita, it's time for you to protect yourself on a deep level. Cloak yourself in addition to cloak yourself with invisibility. You can even do this in regards to all the activity that happens, in addition to protecting, cloak yourself. And I'm hearing you're being called to awaken. This is for all of us. You're being called to awaken. You're being called to integrate your light and your shadow self so that you can now be this whole and complete being that is ready to serve. You're being called to transcend to the next level in your awakening. Okay, and I was just asking, why did transcend come through as opposed to ascend? And what I was told is it came through because there is a level of death that must take place, letting the old you die, the part that no longer serves you, and integrating your light and shadow self so that you are whole and complete. Now, just like when we have relatives or friends that pass on, that transcend, they become spirit, right? And oftentimes those spirits can guide us. They can help us. They can teach us. They can serve us. So looking at that part of you that you are allowing to die as those teachers, as those helpers, as those guides, and integrating the two so that you can grow and transform into the highest version of yourself. Excuse me. There's nothing that's outside of you that you cannot do. There's nothing that is outside of you that you cannot do. There's nothing that is outside of you that you cannot create. It's time for you to wake up. I just heard wake up now. Wake up now. Remember your greatness. Remember your power. Remember, magic doesn't just course through your veins. You are magic. You are magic. You don't have to practice magic. You don't have to do anything outside because you are the magic. All you have to do is heal and align. Heal and align. Release, heal, align. That's it. Release, heal, align. So have you released? Have you healed? Have you aligned? If not, it's time to do so. Allow yourself to be guided towards your destiny. I just heard allow yourself to be in your destiny right now. You're already guided. Now be in it. Being in it means not fighting, not resisting, not fearing, not doubting. I just heard being in it means being blindly led. And what I saw was eyes covered, eye open. Blindly, eye open. Blindly led. When we do this, we end up here, right? Our brain. Shutting this off, opening this. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Ruby said, I heard you say, Nikki, after I typed it, I can barely see photos when I'm on my phone. My Aunt Mary said, look at my handsome nephew. He wants to get in the picture. Oh, I know. Now he's over there looking out the window. I love when he's like looking at the spirits. I'll be like, what do you see? You know, I can't see him, but he can. Only sometimes I see, you know, out of my peripheral, but he sees them and he's like, you know, it's cool. He's always here. He's being a good boy. He's maturing. Your nephew is maturing. Nikki said, I'm choosing to cut all cords attached to anyone or anything, past or present, that does not serve my highest good. And so it is. And so it is. Javi said, I'm fading, y'all. So I'm going to take a short nap because before my orientation. Thank you so much for all this. I'll see you next week. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Javi. And congratulations again. Nikki said, keyword is led. Keyword is led. It's led. It's led. And what serves our highest good is for us to release the idea I'm hearing that we have to know, but it's coming through more like we have to know the outcome, right? Like, okay, if spirit tells you to turn left and you're feeling right or straight, you feel like you have to know exactly what turning left is going to get you. And what spirit is saying is set your intention for what you're choosing. And then when I tell you to turn left, you turn left, knowing that the outcome that you're choosing and more will be the outcome you get, not having to know what happens exactly after I turn left, right? Those in between details is what spirit is saying we have to release. We have to release the attachment to that, because throughout the course of us receiving all that we're choosing to manifest, there are tests along the way. So if you're so caught up on exactly what blessing comes right after I turn left, when you're in that test phase, you're going to get discouraged. You're going to doubt. You're going to fall off, right? And then you're going to be thinking, well, spirit didn't do what spirit's supposed to do. And now you're denouncing your connection to the divine. But it's not that spirit's not doing what spirit is here to do. It's that you aren't allowing yourself to surrender totally and completely to the process. You're still hanging on to that human need to control. And yes, I said need because it's all lack. When you allow spirit to guide you, you are in control. You just set the intention and then get out of the way. Close these, open this. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hi, Lawander, welcome. Dynelle said, this message so resonates for me. I continually release the fear of my power and what I may be becoming as it is all positive. It is, and so it is, and so it is. So good, because so many of us fear greatness. Why is that? The reason we feel greatness is because we've had these gifts, these powers in all of our previous lifetimes, and we've either been persecuted, executed, beaten, ridiculed, outcast, all sorts of things. And so when we come into this life, we fear greatness. But it's time for us each day to look in the mirror and say, you are safe. You are safe to shine your light. You are safe to do this work. You are safe to be in your power fully and completely. Talk yourself through it. Talk to your unconscious mind. Connect with your inner self and talk your way through it so that you can release those fears. And Dynel, I'm really excited that we're going to do timeline because that is going to help tremendously. It's going to help tremendously. Nikki, how have you been since doing timeline? If you can leave a comment and let us know. Lawander said, I had reconnected with an old girlfriend, but it lasted for 2 days. I had to release her. We had to release the news to know, the need to know. And sometimes your soul will call you back to a period in time, so that you can discover this no longer serves me. Oftentimes I have people wonder, why did Spirit bring this in my path? What is the point? Sometimes it's so that you can heal from it, it's always so you can heal from it, but that healing comes in different forms. Either it's forgiveness, some people, I have had this experience where I didn't have knowledge of something traumatic that happened. And so when Spirit confirmed that it did, and then healers and psychics confirmed that it did, the reason wasn't for me to have the details. The reason was for me to forgive it so I could heal from it. Sometimes people are brought back into your life because there's a part of your soul that's still holding on, and they are brought back so that you can totally release them in love and light and move on. Because if you are physically moving on, but your emotional self is still stuck somewhere in the past, it hinders you from fully being in your power and creating the next phase. So, yeah. So, let me see what's going on over on Facebook. Gloria said, I am awakened 3:15, 3:30 a.m. Is this a good time for meditation? Yes, anytime is a good time for meditation. Anytime is a good time. I meditated all different times throughout the day. Hey, Jillian, welcome. Welcome, Michelle. Is it Michelle or is it Michelle? Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to share the YouTube link with you all. So in case you have not subscribed, you can, because typically I am responding to the comments over there and checking over here periodically. So, hey, Nikki, welcome. Nikki Shields, welcome. Hi, Mama Brenda, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see, is there anything else coming through? The T today says learn Kung Fu. Learn Kung Fu. What's that message? Learn Kung Fu. Learn to practice discipline. Learn to practice discipline. You will not be able to soar in greatness if you are not disciplined. So it starts here, getting disciplined with these non-negotiables, getting disciplined with your meditation, your protection, your cleansing of your temple, your self-care, you're putting you first. If you cannot be disciplined right here, you are not ready for greatness. And if you cannot be disciplined right here, you are single-handedly blocking you from achieving greatness. So it starts here. It starts right here where you are today. Non-negotiables, meditation, protecting, cleansing, gratitude, self-care. Non-negotiables. Non-negotiables. Okay, I just asked anything else and I was told, tell Mary to get on it. Yes, my beautiful aunt, you're being told to get on it. Get on it. A lot that said, release the need to know. I like that. Makes so much sense to me. That resonates a lot. I'm so grateful because, yeah, you know, so many of us feel like It's almost like the children, are we there yet? Are we there yet? You know, driving on a road trip. Are we there yet? No, we're not there yet. But if you don't hush, I'm going to put you in the trunk, you know, not really, but you know what I mean? So get out of that mode of, are we there yet? Are we there yet? And focus on the process and what you're called to learn from it, what you're called to gain from it, and trust. That constantly questioning or that constant need to know, it's because you lack trust, you lack faith. And you're being called to trust more, to have more faith. Set the intention and know that spirit will show up and show out every time. Know that you will be tested. Expect tests, expect twists and turns. It's not going to be a straight path there, but it doesn't mean give up. You can rest for a minute, but stay on the path and don't give up. And rest doesn't mean slacking on your non-negotiables. Resting means the level of service you provide to others, because there's moments when you just got to retreat within, be one with spirit, and everyone else has to just kind of take a back seat, hold up for a minute, got to go into that me time, you know? So yeah. Let me see if you. Okay. I was just told to pull a card from the Angel deck and the Sacred Traveler. And I'm being told to read. Ooh, hey, Mom, welcome. I'm being told to read the book for whatever cards come up. Okay. Oh, whoa. This one is upside down. And it's awakening. It's awakening. And it says, look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So it's upside down. And Spirit told me to read from the book. So that's what I'm going to do. And when it's upside down, it typically means that there is some sort of block or it's an area that can be improved. And once again, look, the number 3. And as I'm over on Facebook, there's 3 people. I'm over here because I can see the cards without having to turn them around. They come in backwards on YouTube. But there's 3 people over there. And here's that number 3 again. So let's see. Okay, what it says is, it's time to review your plans according to the card and look at things from a new perspective. Ask yourself, is it possible that a different approach will work better? Although it may feel like events have come to a standstill, this is temporary. So make use of the extra time you've been given to rethink your strategies. There's strategy again. You may need to step outside of the norm and the mainstream right now and embrace your unique and electric beliefs or attitudes. It's also a good moment to be generous with your time, attention, and gifts. The thing is returned by the universe manyfold. This tithing is returned by the universe manyfold to you. Additional meaning of this card: epiphanies, selflessness, unexpected life changes, the need for patience, the power that lies in being oneself, unusual solutions. And Archangel Gabriel is the angel who helps people become divine messengers of love. When you speak, think, and act from a place of love, others are irresistibly drawn to you. Okay, so what Spirit is telling me, the reason why this is upside down is because the only part of this that is opposite of what it's saying is the giving of your time. Spirit is saying for many of you, it's time for you to give less of your time. It's time for you to retreat within. It's time for you to get stronger, more solid in your spiritual growth and development. It's time for you to rest, like we were just saying, even if you have to rest for a bit, right? Taking that step back. So this card is confirming it's time to rest. Take that step back. Doesn't mean disconnect with spirit. It means rest to get to know you better. Because until you are firm and solid in your spirituality and your, I'm hearing headed direction, you cannot guide others. Now, after you've connected and you're in flow in a way that's natural, then you'll slowly but surely begin to give more, and those boundaries will be in place. Those boundaries will be in place. Right now, there aren't any. There aren't any. So you're wearing yourself out. And it's so funny because yesterday, one of the memories was you can't pour from an empty cup, a post that I shared. And I was led by a spirit to recycle that post and to share it. So I'll be doing that because it's true. We cannot pour from an empty cup. We just can't. Is there anything else? Hi, Sarah. Welcome. Welcome. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do, because that is where I am most responsive during our live. So let me see what you all are saying. Lawander said, I would like to do timeline. Lawander, send me an inbox and I will connect with you after our live and we'll get that set up for you, okay? It's an amazing, amazing, amazing healing modality. Amazing. It's like the top one. Ruby said, yes, Alatha, that was me all the way for certain things. I have released that. I continue to do so whenever I felt it creeping in. So I think I may have, did I miss something? Nikki said, I'm feeling like I know myself better after timeline. Like all my insecurities or baggage I was clinging to or burying deep inside has been released. It also helped my gifts intensify, especially as an empath, and recognizing my own energy and not getting mixed up when others' energy affect me. I used to always think it was me. You know, it's so crazy because we don't really understand how something that's deep rooted in us, how it affects every aspect of our lives. We really don't get it until we release it. You know, I shared a picture yesterday of me from a few years ago. I don't even know how many. It wasn't even 5 years ago. And I had shared, you know, although I had a smile on my face, I could literally see the sadness in my eyes. And it wasn't until I released the root that I was able to transform from the inside out. It wasn't until I released at the root that I was able to serve, you know, that I was able to not internalize things, that I was able to be fully connected with the source, you know, divine beings. And it's nothing more amazing than being able to be your true self without the baggage. And that's what timeline does. It really allows you to be your true self. It allows you to be you. We're human, so ego will still attempt to step in, but once you've released, it may attempt to step in, but you'll be waiting for it at the door. You guys remember that meme? You waiting for it at the door, and it does not have an opportunity to penetrate, marinate, and dictate your reality. So it's amazing. Lawander said, I so agree with that. Right. I say that all the time. I love you too, Mary. Thank you for joining. And the Sacred Traveler. I was told to pull one from Sacred Traveler. Look up 1139 also. 1139. Okay. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. I just heard, if you allow it to be. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. So I'm going to do like I'm told and tell you what the book says about that. Okay. Let go of the shore. We talked about that. We've talked about letting go of the shore. I don't know if it was here on this slide, but I've said that to someone or someone's, let go of the shore. But it says, let go of the shore. Enter the flow. You're moving into a period of gracious ease and flow. All is unfolding perfectly and with good timing. Everything is falling into place because you aren't resisting the drift of the great river of life. Enjoy the ride. This isn't the time to try to control the events of your life. Let the Creator support you. You do not have to do it all yourself. The glory of the universe flows through you. Wow, let that sink in. The glory of the universe flows through you. You are fully supported. You are fully supported. Fully supported. The sacred traveler wants you to know it's not always easy to let go of the shore. However, this card is urging you to take a risk and let go. When you are truly in the flow, you don't need to push or exert effort to make things happen. You can flow around any obstacle. If there is a situation in your life that isn't falling into place, let it go. It's not the right time. When you're in a state of flow, you aren't pushing the river to go faster, and you aren't swimming against it. You just enjoy the ride. If you aren't feeling the smooth current of life, it might mean that you're trying to control situations in your life, or you're being self-critical or judgmental. The way to move into flow is through gratitude and appreciation, and by allowing others and spirit to support and help you. So the crazy thing about us light workers is so many of us have either struggled through or overcome not being able to ask for help. And asking for help doesn't mean you haven't done a great job. It just simply means that I've done a great job thus far, and I'm ready to do an even greater job, and I could use some support. Whether that support comes just from your divine spirit team, or whether it comes in the form of human support, whether it's family, friends, a mentor, a group, whatever it is, your soul family, your community, whatever it is. Allow yourself to receive that help and that support. If we were meant to do this alone, there would only be one individual on the earth at one time. You know, we're not meant to do it alone. It's a team effort. Everyone has a role to play. Everyone has a position to play. And each person that you've been called to connect with in this lifetime is there to serve you in some way, shape, or form. So allow them to do that. Allow me to do that. Okay. So I'm going to see what you all are saying. Let's see. I don't know what link that is that you shared, Nikki. What is that link to? Oh, is there anything else? So do you have any questions? Does anyone have any questions? And I'd also like to share with you all that Spirit has led me to make a few changes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You were able to share it from Facebook? And one of those changes was the RIM group. So the RIM group, the price has dropped by more than half. And it's something that Spirit has told me to make permanent until I'm told not to. So if any of you are interested in joining our RIM Soul family, please send me an inbox and let me know. The monthly investment for the RIM group is $111. And so basically what the RIM group consists of is we have monthly group sessions, which are much different than this. I mean, it's similar because we're receiving messages from Spirit, but everyone is getting their own individual message. And also you have me there. When something is happening, when you're going through something, you post, you tag me, and I'm there. You have access to me in between time. through the group. And so you also have the rest of the soul family there to support you as well. Very close-knit. It's a close-knit family, and the support is out of this world. So really amazing things that happen in our group sessions and just in the group in general. You also have other psychic mediums that do readings for the group and deliver messages. And, you know, so it's just pretty awesome. So if it's something that you have been considering joining the REM group, the group does not include any one-on-one sessions, but we do have the monthly group sessions. And then I also go in and I pull cards and deliver group messages as well. So reach out, inbox, whether you're interested in Timeline or the REM group. Reach out in the inbox and we'll make sure that we get that started for you. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Nikki. Thank you for sharing that. So I'm just going to wait a little bit longer to see if you all have any questions. And if you do, I will answer them. And then if you don't, I will be leaving. Okay. I was just told pull one more card, and I asked from which deck, and I was told the angel deck. Okay, this one is upside down as well, and it's the sun. And what it says is happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. Why is it upside down? Okay, I just heard it's upside down because of the lack of confidence, the lack of direction. When you allow yourself to take in all the messages that came through and you adjust yourselves accordingly, the sun is your outcome. The sun is your outcome. It's just an indication to work on these things we discussed today so that you can bask in the sunlight and create this bright, prominent future for yourself. Okay, thank you. So that is the final message, and it doesn't look like anyone has any questions. So thank you so much for joining today. If you didn't already like the YouTube video, will you go ahead and give it a thumbs up? You know, whenever you watch either your general readings or the love readings, or even when we're on live, if you could thumbs up the videos if they resonate, that would be so awesome. And also when you watch your general horoscope, if it resonates, leave a comment right there on YouTube, because some of you will reach out through other channels, but leave the comment there because I'll get a notification and I'll respond to it on YouTube. So also, I've noticed that some of you will share the Wednesday Live Empower Hour from the United Light Beings Awakening group. And the way our settings are set up, unless the person is in the group, they will not see the video. So this is partially why I go live on YouTube, so you can literally share the YouTube video directly on your social media channels, okay? But you can also invite people to join the United Light Beings Awakening group too. So thank you so much again for joining. I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance, and I will talk to you Wednesday. And Lawander, I'll be talking to you shortly via inbox. So have a great rest of your day, everyone. Thank you.